McDougall from quantumenergyhealing.co.uk. I am a quantum energy healer and quantum hypnotherapist. I work with people around the world to help them begin waking up and connecting with themselves so that they can step into their purpose and mission for why ever they're here on earth at this time. Often the journey's been longer than just this life, but that's fine. So what I wanted to talk to you about today is everybody's talking about the shift, ascension, waking up, self-activation, and the energies obviously are supporting this trajectory. But there's actually a rhyme or reason to how the human energy field works, how we are able to expand in to ever increasing levels of our own consciousness. A lot of people talk about the higher self, the I am, divine soul lineage, divine cosmic being, and being expressions of source. But often the human mind needs a roadmap to be able to allow your energetics to shift, to allow your connections with these aspects of self. So what I teach and what I help others achieve within themselves is what I call oneness from within. Because you see, we are all actually divine cosmic beings that are pure expressions of source, God, all that is. People say it's your crystalline consciousness. You can think of it in many different ways, and the crystalline coding is important, of course, but it's bigger than that. I think the journey for humanity through the ascension process is about first realizing that we are a pure expression of source, God, all that is. And then from there, as a massive quantum consciousness, we have projected our consciousness into, you can call it a human avatar matrix, but our energy field holds, we can activate and expand into more than the 12 strands. We can expand into 12, 24, 36 levels of strands, even beyond. But for the human to be able to work with those levels of consciousness, we have to understand how we are manifesting our energy fields, okay? To begin with, it's quite daunting for the human mind and the way our society works and the way our society perceives reality to be able to go from a 3D human to a 12D, 24, 36D human, within a week. We need a little bit of time. We need to learn how to develop our skills, how to work with these levels of consciousness. So when I imagine, or the way I'm shown a human energy field, I'm shown that a human has, we can't see it. Oh, well, 12 layers. A human has 12 layers, or the 12 strands of consciousness. Each of the 12 layers resonates to different levels of consciousness and how we interface with reality. That is the I am at 12 layers. Okay? That is when you are anchoring in your frequencies, knowing yourself as God's source consciousness. It's when you're beginning to understand how you're interconnected with all that is. And obviously, you're very much activating your clairvoyant abilities. But that's a big jump for the average person who's reading a Dolores Cannon book or a How to Read Your Akashic Records book, or is starting to channel or feel energy. What's really important is that we start with the aspect of self that we call the higher self. So the first step in the ascension process really is about learning how to connect into you as the higher self. And the higher self resides at the 9th level. No, can't see it. At the 9th level in the energy field. Okay, that's your monadic level of consciousness. It's a group consciousness. You want to begin connecting into the higher self because it's outside of the polarity of the 3D reality. It knows everything about you through time and space, all densities and dimensions, all of your multidimensional lives. It's an interface for the human between human and yourself as a pure expression of source or your cosmic divinity. At the level of your cosmic divinity, you are, say, human and angelic. This is an oversimplification. at the same time. You're such high frequency, you're such pure source consciousness. There is no separation. When you manifest through the vision of source. You're interconnected with source on all levels. That's what it means to hold your divine source consciousness. And because you are such pure source frequencies, you're merged with the angelic aspect of self. It's only once your consciousness descends through the frequencies that consciousness splits, so to speak. I'm using human words and oversimplifying. And then the soul aspect of you that chooses free will or to experience co-creation with source consciousness goes one way throughout the densities. And then you have the other half, so to speak, which is your guardian angel. And it's not just your guardian angel on earth, it's your guardian angel, it's you as source consciousness that comes with you and follows you through all your incarnations, helping to guide you back into oneness from within, which effectively begins at the higher self at the 9th level, minimum of 9D for a lot of people, 9th density, but it can span quite a large range of consciousness, and in higher. Okay, so this is just a quick sort of chat, but it's really important that people begin to start thinking of themselves first as a pure expression of source, just so subtly differentiated from source that you hardly realize that you're not source consciousness, and that you've projected your consciousness onto earth, into this human body, and that we are all here to learn how to master our consciousness, our highly sophisticated avatar systems in this life. And it is in this life, when we connect to source and ourselves as an expression of source, that we then remember, know, and understand our purpose and our mission here. And that's what the Ascension journey is about. This is how we will create change in the blink of an eye. I'm going to start doing more videos that are more grounded in how we work with our consciousness, how we work with energy, how we can change our frequency, and how we work with co-creating our reality around us in the coming days, weeks, months, etc. So please join me for the little tidbits of how we navigate and master our quantum consciousness. I look forward to seeing you. Much love and light. Also, I am teaching a series of courses, so you can go online, check out my website for events and classes. We begin with connecting to the higher self, learning how to channel the higher self at 9th density. We then go to energetic sovereignty and energetic hygiene, which is really important. It's not about protection. It's about how you define your consciousness. And we're going to talk about those concepts. Learning how to read your energy field, which is working with your higher self and I am to start clearing the density from your energy field, self-activating and expanding into the I am, because that's where we all want to be at a minimum. Then there's navigating the 12D energy field. So you're becoming more of a master of the 12D energy field and understanding how to work on a much more sophisticated and subtle level. And then from there, we start talking about creating oneness from within, which is when you really learn to start to understand yourself connected to you as a pure expression of source in alignment with the love and light, light and love of source. It's really important to choose how you want to manifest your consciousness and to make sure you're always interconnected into you. So we're going to talk about what happens also when you're channeling, but you're channeling energies that aren't you rather than you yourself, and what that means, and kind of the distortions that can start to arise in the energy field, and often to a certain extent the limitations that it can occur in your own soul growth. So channeling's great, reading energy is great, healing's great, but it needs to be done responsibly. That's what the courses are for. That's what I'm here for if you're interested, and I look forward to seeing you all in the future. Love you and leave you. Take care. Bye.